Alright, so I'm going to go over how to make mud flaps for like a slash with a raptor body. Most people would put like a bar on this thing or something like that, but what I do is I just cut them out with a little end piece on them, but this one ripped and it would fit on there like that. So I'm going to show you how to make those. What you're going to need, you're going to need some contact cement, you're going to need some kind of rubber. I have like pond liner rubber. I don't know where you can get it. You can probably get it at like some kind of pool supply store or something like that. And I got a utility knife. And you're probably going to want something to clean up the rubber and wherever you're about to cement it to, which would be right here. Alright, so what you gotta do now is you gotta make the shape that you want. And since I already have my broken piece, I'm using that as like a template. And I don't know if you can see this, but I already put line here for the one side, and I put a little line here. And then since I still have to make the tab, I put another line up here, giving me enough space. So what I do to make the line on it is I just do that, and then I score it a little bit like this, and I just can bring it up a little bit, and that gives me that. And I'm gonna cut these out and then finish making the little tab. Alright, so I got both my mud flaps cut out now. Now, what I gotta do is I want this good side, because this rubber that I have is crappy on this side. It's good on this side, and I want the good side facing on the outside, like this. So, I got a Sharpie now, so I'll just do those marks. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on that line right there. Just mark it down. And that'll work like that. And I'll do the same thing for this one, with the good side out. Mark it. Get some on my body. No, it'll scratch off. And these mud flaps are about as wide as the tires. They don't go all the way to the ground, but they're still pretty effective for not getting rocks up in your face. So I'll get them cut out the rest of the way and then contact cement them. Alright, so I got my mud flaps cut out. And they're good to go on here. They fit good. And what I'm going to do now is I want to make sure they're clean, so I got this damp washcloth. I'm just going to wipe them off a little bit. Make sure there's no dirt on them. I'm going to wipe this off. You don't want any dirt on that either. Same with this side. Now I'm going to dry it up a little bit. This other side here. Alright, so I got that all dried up now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my contact cement. Alright, so I got my contact cement open now, because it's freaking cemented to itself. And you want to wipe some of it off, so you don't want too much. And just put it on here. And then you put some more up on here. You're going to want to just wait about probably like 5 to 10 minutes. You just want to make sure that the contact cement is dry on both of the pieces. And then once it's good and dry, then you can stick them together and they'll stay for a pretty long time. Alright, so I gotta wait my 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll stick them on. Alright, so it's probably been about 5 or 10, I don't know, it's been over 5 minutes. But my things are dry now, so I'm going to get them on here, I'm going to stick them. Gotta do them this way. You want this piece hanging over this edge, because the wheel comes straight back here. Squeeze it on there real good to make sure it's all stuck and everything. I still left my rubber pieces from before when it ripped. Hopefully that won't make a difference. But the first time I did this, I had to cement it a few times. For some reason they kept coming off. stick this other one on. So now I got some mud flaps on here again. They're not the best way to have mud flaps, but it's pretty easy to make. You don't need any rods or anything. You just need some rubber, a pair of scissors or a utility knife, and some liquid cement. And that's all I gotta say about that.